A man was taking a shower in his bathroom. When he reached for the towel, he saw something in the bathroom mirror. It was a strange shadow, and as soon as he laid eyes on it, it darted out of his line of vision. He stared at the mirror for a while, trying to figure out what he'd seen. When he began to dry himself off, out of the corner of his eye, he saw another shadow flickering past in the mirror. He walked towards the mirror, put his hand against the glass, and began rubbing it. When his wife arrived home later that evening, he was nowhere to be found. After searching the house from top to bottom, calling her husband's name, she became very worried. The only trace she could find of him was a wet towel laying on the bathroom floor. She phoned the police and reported her husband missing. 2 days later, the man's wife disappeared as well. It appeared that she had just suddenly vanished. The clothes she had been wearing that day were laying on the bathroom floor, and the shower in the bathroom was still running. Police found her handprint on the bathroom mirror. Neither the man nor his wife have been seen since. A man was awakened by a clap of thunder. He lay in bed, looking at the shadows cast in his darkened bedroom. He was looking at the mirror on his bedroom wall when suddenly a flash of lightning illuminated the room. The man was terrified. For a split second, he had seen faces staring at him from inside the mirror, their eyes blackened and their mouths hanging open. Unsettled by the weird apparition, he was unable to sleep for the rest of the night. His mind kept replaying the memory of those disturbing faces staring at him intently. The next morning, he removed the mirror from his bedroom wall and locked it in a storage room. The next night, he slept like a baby. Days passed and the memory of those horrible faces began to fade. One morning, he woke up and went into the bathroom to take a shower. He got out of the shower and was drying himself off with a towel when he happened to look up at the bathroom mirror. The steam from the shower had fogged up the mirror and revealed a message written in the moisture. It read, "Please return the mirrors. We miss watching you sleep at night. Every time you exhale, a little bit of your soul escapes. Luckily, you almost always inhale quick enough to get it back before anyone else does. Almost. Have you ever fogged up a mirror with your breath? Don't do that." One night, before bed, a woman was brushing her teeth. Looking into the mirror, she noticed there were smudges all over it. Looking closer, she saw that it was covered in fingerprints. She took a towel and tried to rub them off. No matter how hard she tried to clean that mirror, the fingerprints would not disappear. Upon closer inspection, she realized that the fingerprints were on the other side of the glass. Go to any mirror in your home and place your hand against the glass. Wait until you feel it. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it only takes a moment. When you feel it, you'll know. You'll suddenly pull your hand away in horror. Something is behind the glass, wriggling against your skin. It can't hurt you, but now you know it's there. Somewhere in America, there is a house that at one time was owned by a family of 5. Nobody really knows what happened to them. Their neighbors said that they were a completely normal family. One night, loud noises were heard coming from the house. When the neighbors came to investigate the strange sounds, they found all the windows locked and all the curtains drawn. The following day, the house was empty. Since then, nobody has lived in that house, but some people have gone inside. In every bedroom, there is a mirror facing the corner of the room. If you turn the mirror around, it won't show your reflection. The area you'll be standing in will be inexplicably empty. They say that on rare occasions you will catch a glimpse of the person who used to sleep in that room, horribly mutilated and bandaged from head to toe. You wake in the morning and roll out of bed. Making your way to the bathroom, you take a look in the mirror. Your reflection stares back at you. After you finish showering, you dry yourself off and return to your bedroom. While you are getting dressed, something disturbs you. You hear a strange noise coming from the bathroom. Glancing across the hallway, you can just make out a dark silhouette in the bathroom doorway. You barge into the bathroom, but it's empty. The air is still heavy with condensation. For a split second, you notice something in the corner of your vision. A shadowy figure just slipped out the door. You rub the fog off the mirror and stare into it, but there's nothing staring back at you. The people in the mirror are always watching you, studying your every movement. They know everything about you, your favorite food, the way you part your hair, your favorite clothes, your first crush, even what you had for breakfast. They never forget any detail. They can't afford to make a mistake. They are jealous of you. They want to be you. They are waiting for the day when they can switch places with you. They will emerge and take over your life while you are banished to the other side of the mirror, where you will watch them with your nose pressed up against the glass as they live your life. Never trust your own reflection. It's the only thing in the world that can seamlessly replace you. For centuries, people have been suspicious of mirrors. They say you should be very wary of your reflection. Try sneaking into a darkened room and peeking at the edge of the mirror. If you're quiet enough, you can catch a glimpse of your reflection getting ready. The next time you're alone in a room with a mirror, get a ruler and turn down the lights. Stand in front of the mirror and quickly grab a random strand of your hair. Measure it, then look at the strand of your hair your reflection is holding. It's not the same length. You've just outsmarted your reflection. Don't ever turn your back on your reflection again. Now it knows you're onto it. There's no telling what it could do. Have you ever really looked at yourself in a mirror? Have you ever just stared into the eyes of your reflection and wondered what it is thinking? It may sound absurd and ridiculous. It's just your own reflection, isn't it? So why does it make you uncomfortable? When you look at yourself in a mirror, why do you get the feeling that someone is watching you? You automatically trust your reflection because it looks like you. It seems like it couldn't do you any harm. It uses that to put you off your guard. Take a closer look. If you move suddenly, you will notice that your reflection is always a split second behind. Its reactions are quick and it anticipates your every move, but it's not quick enough. When you notice this irregularity, do not give it any sign that you saw it make a mistake. Just walk away and act as if nothing happened. Now, you have the advantage. One day while my parents were out, I was babysitting my little brother. We were alone in the house and decided to play a game of hide and seek. I closed my eyes and counted to 20 while my brother ran off to hide. When I finished counting, I started looking for my brother. I couldn't find him anywhere. Eventually, I went to my parents' bedroom and noticed that the door of their closet was standing ajar. "I know you're in there," I shouted as I pulled open the door. The bedroom closet was crammed full of clothes, and when I thrust my hand into it, another hand immediately reached out from inside and grabbed me by the wrist. "Come on, I've found you," I cried, trying to pull him out. "Come out of there." But he wouldn't come out no matter how hard I pulled. He was hiding behind all the clothes and didn't speak a word. I started wondering what was wrong with him. Just then, I heard a voice behind me ask, "What are you doing?" I turned around and was shocked to see my little brother standing in the doorway of the bedroom. Looking back, I realized the pale white hand was still holding onto my wrist. I screamed out loud and began to panic as I desperately tried to shake myself free of its icy grip. My brother rushed over to help me, and eventually I managed to squirm out of the clutches of that pale white hand. We ran screaming from the room and rushed out of the house. Standing in the street together, trembling, we waited for our parents to return. When they finally came home, we told them what had happened, and they went upstairs to search the bedroom closet. Of course, they found nothing inside, just a bunch of old clothes. A man woke up one morning to find a note taped to his bathroom mirror. "Don't worry, I took care of everything," it read. His clothes had been freshly laundered, his bathroom was spotless, and his garage had been organized. Even his old rusty toolbox had been replaced with a shiny new one. Later that week, there was another note on his bathroom mirror. It read, "Get out of town." Beside the sink, he found several grainy photos of police officers in a taped-off section of a field. One of them was wearing latex gloves, and he was examining an old, rusty toolbox. What if there are two sides to every mirror? What if your reflection wants to keep you on your side? What if you're able to climb through a mirror, but your reflection keeps standing in front of you, blocking your way? Try to touch the mirror without your reflection touching the same place. Maybe the cold surface isn't the mirror you are touching, but the cold flesh of your own reflection pushing back, keeping you inside. Think about that. Maybe you are the reflection. Does your reflection copy you, or do you copy your reflection? Every morning you wake up, walk into the bathroom, and stare at yourself in the mirror. No matter what you do, your reflection has no choice but to mimic your every action. It does this every day, over and over. Have you ever thought about how much your reflection must resent you? One morning, you will awake as usual, and when you go into the bathroom, your reflection will pick up a pair of scissors. This time, you will be forced to mimic its actions. It grips those scissors tightly in its fist, and you do the same. On this particular morning, entirely against your will, your reflection will force you to plunge those scissors directly into your eyes. You will scream, and your reflection will scream too. Just remember, your reflection can mimic your actions, but it cannot mimic your pain. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you'd like to, you can follow me at Twitter. The handle is @FuzzyPantaloons, and I'll see you all next time.